Welcome to Celebrity Type, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. What they found in Frank Fritz's garage left everyone speechless, and not just because of the sheer amount of stuff. It's what those items represented that truly stunned the people closest to him. And now, for the first time, we're revealing the details of what was discovered. Frank, best known for his years on American Pickers, has always been passionate about finding forgotten treasures in forgotten places. But when a few close friends were asked to help clean out his personal garage while he was away at a private recovery center, they had no idea they were about to uncover one of the most emotional and unexpected collections ever tied to the star. The garage, located on a quiet property just outside of Davenport, Iowa, looked ordinary from the outside. Just another weathered, metal roof structure behind a modest home. But inside it was something else entirely. The first thing that caught everyone's attention was the sheer organization. Despite his reputation for collecting wildly, Frank had arranged everything meticulously. Rows of shelves lined the walls, each labeled with care. Signs, toys, tools, vinyl, letters. The most surprising section? A tucked-away corner labeled simply, Dad. Inside were carefully packed boxes filled with personal artifacts from Frank's late father, handwritten notes, a collection of old Polaroids, and even an uncashed birthday check dated 1982. No one even knew Frank still had these. According to one longtime friend, Frank rarely spoke about his father publicly, but this quiet dedication revealed how deep that bond truly was. Even more curious was a locked cabinet that took hours to open. No one could find the key, so a locksmith was brought in. Inside, they discovered what can only be described as Frank's time capsule. Dozens of sealed envelopes, each containing clippings, receipts, photos, and hand-scribbled thoughts about specific picks he'd made over the years. It seems Frank had been documenting the personal meaning behind his finds, moments that never made it to air. In one letter he wrote, "This isn't just a cash deal. It's a memory. The woman cried when I took that sign because it reminded her of her late husband. I cried too, but off camera." Perhaps the most emotional discovery came when a dusty trunk was opened near the back wall. Inside were unsold items from his early days, things he tried to flip before he ever made it on television. Some were still priced in red marker, with faded tags reading just $5 or $10. One item, a rusted-out toy truck, had a note taped to it that read, "First find. Still mine." That tiny line said more than any interview could. Among the garage's oddest surprises was a full wall dedicated to fan art and letters. Frank had saved nearly every piece mailed to him over the past decade. Some were framed. Some were laminated. One section was clearly worn from being touched often. It displayed a single drawing from a young fan, signed "Thanks for inspiring my dad to keep going." What everyone expected to find in Frank's garage was memorabilia, vintage gear, or maybe rare signs. What they actually found was something far more powerful. A look into the heart of a man who had spent his life collecting more than just objects. He had been collecting stories, moments, and memories. And the way he cared for each piece said everything about who he really was when the cameras weren't rolling. Now there's talk of turning the space into a small museum, or at least preserving it as it is, for friends and fans alike. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. What they found in Frank Fritz's garage wasn't just stuff. It was a legacy.